Mark Foley, a candidate in the City Council race in District 5, attended a candlelight vigil for Justin Wallace yesterday outside City Hall. We interviewed him on camera to find out why it was important for him to attend, as well as to explain how he'd approach the relationship between policing and the community should he represent the district.
Well, it's incredibly important because of the whole defund the police movement. And it's leading to the uptick in crime that we're having. We're having an uptick in shootings. We're having an uptick in murders. And to me, it's unconscionable. We don't need to reinvent how we police. We had a blueprint for the last 20 years under both Giuliani and Bloomberg with different police commissioners. It's been completely tossed aside by the current mayor and also the current candidates who are running for city council in my district, in District 5. The defund the police movement, for me, is just completely illogical. This is what happens. It's chaos. And even people who claim that they don't want to defund the police, they actually want to take the police out of traffic stops, out of contact with mentally ill in those situations. I mean, that's just crazy. And also, they're talking about cutting the overtime budget, where right now is $625 million. How can you say you're not looking to defund the police if you're looking at cutting $625 million? I don't get it. I mean, we hear so much about random mistakes in shootings, which are horrible. But here's a young boy just about to enter the prime of his life, and there are no memorials for him. There's no national outcry. His life mattered. Justin Wallace, his life matters. We need to say his name. We need to remember his name, and we need to stop this cycle of violence, and we need the police to help us. Certainly. Well, I'd like to see more police on the street. I would like to refund the police, restore, reform, and respect. We need the police out there. We need to also allow them to do their jobs. Right now, they're not allowed to enforce, so many misdemeanors, whether it be just, public urination or people lying on the streets, people smoking pot. It's a broken windows theory. We have a blueprint for this. Turnstile jumping, they're not allowed to stop this. The police have basically been handicapped. They're frustrated. They want to do their job. Look, they're good people, but they also deserve to be respected. They're worried that anytime they make a stop, it's either going to turn into national news or they could be sued. And now with qualified immunity, they could lose their pension. They could be sued civilly. It's insane. How do we expect these people to be able to do their job? We need to support them so they can support us. They want to do it.
Joseph Imperatrice, an NYPD sergeant for the last 16 years, who led and organized last night's vigil for Justin Wallace, explained why he founded Blue Lives Matter NYC.
It was a direct result of the assassinations of the detectives Ramos and Liu back in 2014. They were shot and killed by a guy that came from Baltimore and said he wanted to have pigs fly, all because of the nonsense that he heard in the news, almost like today. It was 5 days before Christmas. And the families who think they're going to celebrate with their loved ones, now they don't have their loved ones coming through the door anymore. And every day we were being villainized as police officers nationwide, and cops that were killed that gave the ultimate sacrifice, they're being forgotten about. And I said, we got to do something. Me and my two co-founders said, we have to let the nation know, let the city know that cops do matter. Everyone matters, but when an officer loses their life to protect those they don't know, there's something special about that. We got to keep their memory alive.